John Keeley for OFB TV in the aftermath of the Capitals' 2-1 overtime triumph in Game 1, the opening game of the 2011 Stanley Cup playoffs. I'm joined here in the post-game by Ed Frankovic of Baltimore WNST. Ed, let's first discuss just how important from a psychological perspective this win was for a team that really has not enjoyed playoff success in the Alex Ovechkin era.
Well, to win the game this way after changing their system midway through the season and telling everybody this is the way we've got to play to win hockey games, and to come back from a 1-0 deficit, stick to the system, and come back and win the game, I think it's got to be huge for the confidence of this team. And to get goals from Ovechkin and Semin. Semin actually had the assist on the first goal. To get those guys scoring the goals is even bigger.
You look at this game, the Caps, I thought, had a tremendous first period. They hit a couple of pipes. Lundqvist, the longer the game went on and the Caps didn't get a goal behind them, two things I noticed. Number one, the tremendous energy in this building began to dissipate. And then in the third period, I was looking at the bench on the expressions on the Capitals players. They were expressionless. And I thought, I'm wondering if this team psychologically, if the sticks are getting gripped tight, and you were just sort of expecting that maybe they weren't going to get it done. Then Bruce Boudreau makes the change to the power first line, and what happens?
They score the goal, and Bruce made a point of that. He said, we were a little flappable up to that point, but when he made the change on the lines, they seemed to get a little energy. Mike Green makes a great pass from behind his own goal line, catches the Rangers in a little bit of a change, and Capitals' arguably two best players go and score a goal. It was just a huge goal, and the crowd got into it, and it was like the life in the building was back.
Yeah, you mentioned Mike Green, and I want to focus on him a little bit. First game back here since February 25th. I kind of thought tonight that Gabby might manage his minutes, that we might not see a 23, 24-minute. I was wrong. The kid looked good. And this is a guy that has really struggled in the playoffs, and you were in the press conference with me after the game. Boudreau said his first period might have been his best period of his whole playoff career. What did you think when you saw him?
I thought he was fantastic tonight. He was skating very well. He was moving the puck. His timing was slightly off at the beginning, which you would expect with the puck. But as the game went on, he seemed to get stronger, and the Capitals had that presence back there on the blue line that could move the puck quickly and get them in the transition that they've missed since Weidman went down with that injury.
Another thing I heard in the postgame from Alex Ovechkin, he noted that how when a team makes a mistake in the playoffs, one mistake, they pay for it. So the Caps double the coverage in the corner there, Erskine and Green. The Rangers pop it back. Gilroy pops it in the net, 1-0. The Rangers make the pivotal mistake. Mark Stahl, part of their defensive shutdown crew, failed clearing attempt. Jason Arnott grabs it, zips it into the slot to Semin. Game over.
You get a 6'5" guy playing second line center. The second line center we've been talking about for this team for 2 years. Knows where to be. He's experienced. He was on that boards. He made sure that puck didn't get out. He quickly moved it to Semin, and Semin, pure skill in the back of the net. It's just a veteran play, a guy who knows what he's doing. It was just a fantastic move to get him at the deadline. We knew this was going to be a different team once we got him.
I don't know if Lou Lamoriello watches OFB TV, but if you do, Lou, thank you for that trade. We are in Washington. We are very grateful for having Jason Arnott tonight. Now, Friday night, Game 2. Should we expect anything different stylistically? Is this going to be tough for the Rangers to overcome psychologically? Does Washington go into Friday night with a decided advantage psychologically?
Rangers are a team all year that's never quit. If you watch their game against Boston last week, they're down 3-0. They come back, they win. This is a team that never quits. Their coach, John Tortorella's won a Stanley Cup. He's lost series before. He's been behind in series before. 2-0 the Caps several years ago. Came back and won. John Tortorella knows how to win. This is a team that's not going to quit. They're not going to go away. And like Alex Ovechkin said after the game, every game is going to be like this. This is the type of style I expect. It's what I blogged about before the series. This is going to be a grind it out, limit your mistakes. There's not much space for anybody on the ice. We're going to see 3 more games at least like this.
What I'm hearing from you is long series, more gray hair for this blogger, and that's just the way it's going to be.
But it could be a long series. I think every game is going to be close. I think the Capitals have better skill. I think the matchup is not as bad as people thought, because I think the Capitals have a little bit of a speed advantage, whereas maybe had they faced, say, at Carolina, that might have been more of a concern. But the matchup on the back end with the Rangers is much better with this defense. And this is an improved defense with Hannon back there, and you got Greener back. I think every game is going to be like this. It could be a long series. It's going to depend on the breaks. The Caps didn't get many breaks early. They hit a lot of pipes. They had a lot of chances. And it could be a fast series, could be a long series. Every game is going to be like this, though.
Friends, it's Ed Frankovic, WNST. That's the site of his blog. Fantastic game wraps after every single game. He's also on Twitter, EMFrank123. Follow him. Follow his filings. One of the best in the business. Thanks, Eddie, and we'll see you for game 2.
Always my pleasure to be with you, John.
All right.